Let me ask you a question. If Instagram disappeared tomorrow, if YouTube stopped recommending your videos, if Etsy suddenly stopped sending you traffic, would you still have a way to reach your customers? If not, then you're missing out on one of the most valuable assets you can build as an online business owner, an email list. In fact, it's one of the biggest reasons I was able to generate over $40,000 in sales in just 2 weeks when I launched one of my digital products. And today, I'm going to show you how you can use it to grow your own business. Let's first talk about what an email list actually is. Chances are you've joined one before without even realizing it. Have you ever visited a website and seen a pop-up offering 10% off your first order in exchange for your email address? Or maybe a business offered you a free guide, template, or resource if you signed up. If you've ever entered your email in exchange for something like that, you've joined an email list. An email list is simply a collection of email addresses from people who have given you permission to contact them. And I'm sure you've noticed that almost every major company does this, whether you're shopping for clothes, beauty products, home decor, software, or pretty much anything online. Chances are the company is asking for your email address somewhere on their website. And there's a reason for that. Some of the biggest companies in the world invest so heavily in email marketing because it works. Think about it. Most people who visit your Etsy shop or website aren't going to buy on their first visit. Some need more time, some get distracted, and some are interested but just aren't ready to make a purchase yet. Without an email list, those people leave and you may never hear from them again. But when someone joins your email list, you now have a way to stay in touch with them. You can continue the conversation, provide value, announce new products, let them know when you're running a sale, and stay on top of mind until they're ready to buy. And unlike social media, you're not relying on an algorithm to decide whether your audience sees your content. You're able to communicate directly with people who have already shown interest in your business, which is what makes an email list such a powerful asset for any online business owner. So now that we understand what an email list is and why it's important, let's talk about how to actually build one. To do this, you'll need an email marketing platform, and for today's tutorial, I'll be using Omnisend, which is also the sponsor of today's video. Omnisend gives you everything you need to build and grow your email list, including landing pages, sign-up forms, automations, campaigns, and even SMS marketing, all from one dashboard. Now, if all of that sounded like complete jargon to you, don't worry. When I first got started with email marketing, I had no idea what any of those terms meant either. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through what each of those things are, why they're important, and how they all work together to help you grow your email list and increase your sales. The first step is to create your account. To do that, head over to omnisend.com and sign up for a free account. You'll just need to fill out a few basic details about yourself and your business. First thing we're going to create is a landing page. A landing page is simply a web page where people can enter their email address in exchange for something valuable. This could be a discount code, a free template, or any other free resource that your target customer would find useful. To create one, head over to Forms and then click Create Form. From here, you'll see that Omnisend has a variety of templates you can choose from. This is especially helpful if you're new to email marketing because you don't have to start from scratch. Simply choose a template, customize it to match your brand, and you're ready to go. Since we specifically want to create a landing page, you can filter the templates by selecting Landing Page. For this example, I'm going to use the email and SMS branded welcome discount template. From here, I'm just going to customize this landing page to match my branding. I'll update the text, images, and offer, and once everything looks good, we'll go ahead and save it. Now that we have a way to collect email addresses, the next step is to create an automation. An automation is a series of emails that are automatically sent after someone joins your email list. Think of it like a funnel. Instead of someone signing up and never hearing from you again, you're automatically guiding them through a series of emails that help them get to know your business, build trust, and eventually become a customer. In fact, Omnisend found that 1 in 3 people who click on an automated email go on to make a purchase. The best part is that once you've set this up, it runs in the background automatically. So whether you're working, sleeping, or creating new products, every new subscriber can go through the same experience without you having to manually send those emails. Now, one thing worth mentioning is that some of Omnisend's more advanced automations require a connected website. This is one of the reasons why I'm such a big believer in eventually building your own website. Not only does it give you more control over your business, but it also allows you to build an email list and create automations like these that can continue working in the background for you. If you don't have a full e-commerce website set up yet, that's completely okay. You can start with a simple website through a platform like Wix, Shopify, or another website builder and connect it to Omnisend. Then, as your business grows, you can always expand into a full online store later. Now, let's actually build the automation. To do that, click on Automation and then create Workflow. From here, Omnisend gives you a number of pre-built workflows to choose from. Since we're creating a welcome sequence, we'll filter by welcome and select the welcome workflow template. Now let's break down how this works. The first thing you'll see is a trigger. A trigger is simply the action that starts the automation. In this case, the trigger is someone signing up through the landing page we created earlier. So whenever someone enters their email address, Omnisend will automatically place them into this workflow. Next, you'll see a delay. A delay is simply how long Omnisend waits before sending the next email. For my first email, I have a 1-minute delay, and then I send the freebie or resource that I promised in exchange for their email address. If you're offering something like a PDF, checklist, or a template, you can upload it to Google Drive and simply include the link inside your email. After that, I add another delay of 1 day before sending my introduction email. This is where you can tell people a little bit about yourself, your shop, and what you do. Personally, I love receiving emails like this from small business owners because it helps create a more personal connection. Then I add another 2-day delay before sending a value email. This will depend on your niche, but the goal here is simply to help your subscribers. You might share a useful tip, answer a common question, or teach them something related to your products. Finally, after another 2-day delay, I'll send my offer email. This is where you can recommend your products, showcase your bestsellers, or include a discount code to give subscribers a little extra incentive to purchase. And that's it. Once you've set this up, every new subscriber who joins your email list will automatically go through this sequence without you having to manually send a single email. And don't forget to copy the link of the landing page we created earlier. You can paste it on your Instagram link in bio, your website, YouTube, Pinterest, wherever people can find you. Now, you might be wondering whether automations like this actually work. According to Omnisend's data, automations account for just 2% of email volume, yet they drive 37% of all email sales. In other words, a relatively small number of automated emails can generate a surprisingly large portion of your revenue. Businesses earn an average of $79 back for every $1 spent, making it one of the highest ROI marketing channels available. Now, another thing you can do with email marketing is create campaigns. Campaigns are emails that you send whenever you want. For example, if you're launching a new product, running a sale, announcing a new collection, or simply wanting to stay in touch with your subscribers, you can create a campaign and send it directly to your email list. This is actually how I generated a large portion of the sales during my Vault launches because I was able to email people who had already expressed interest in what I was offering. Now, you'll probably want to know whether your campaigns are actually working. That's where reports come in. Omnisend gives you detailed insights into how your emails are performing, including things like open rates, click rates, and which emails are generating sales. And if you're not a numbers person, Omnisend also integrates with ChatGPT, so instead of trying to sort through all the data yourself, you can simply ask ChatGPT questions about your email performance and get an explanation of what's working and what could be improved. You can also expand beyond email and use SMS marketing directly inside Omnisend. This allows you to send text messages for things like promotions, product launches, or special announcements. They recently lowered their SMS pricing as well, with messages starting at just 0.007 per text. And if you ever get stuck, they offer 24/7 customer support and can even help migrate your automations, templates, and subscriber lists from another platform in as little as 5 days. In fact, if you're currently using another email marketing platform, you could be fully switched over and potentially save up to 35% in less than a week. You can start on the free plan and upgrade later as your business grows. I remember shopping around for email marketing platforms myself and being shocked at how quickly the costs can add up. So it's nice to see a platform that offers many of the same features while costing up to 60% less than some of the alternatives out there. Hopefully this video helped you understand why I'm such a big believer in email marketing. While social media platforms and algorithms will always change, your email list is something you own. It's a direct line of communication with people who have already shown interest in your business, which is why I think every online business owner should be building one. If you'd like to start building your own email list, you can try Omnisend for free using the link in the description box. And if you decide to upgrade, you can use my code Yale to get 30% off your first 3 months on any paid plan. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do it. Really helps my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!